Let's just be honest. We about to really have like a chill talk. And you know me, I don't do it scripted because I can't do all that. I can't do a script unless we ready to shoot a movie. Now, if we ready to shoot a movie, then I'm all for the script. But for life, I can't do that. So, and I'm here to promote life. So let's go back to the last time that I talked to you guys. I was doing fasting. I did that eight. I tried to do a 90-day fast, with no food. I made it to 8 days, no food at all, and nearly died. I didn't take in consideration that I had weight loss surgery, so I need more nutrients, no, more nutrients than the average person. So it affected me, and I guess when you stop eating and then you go back to eating, you put on more weight than you lost. So as you can see that I have gained a lot of this back, but even though I gained weight back, I'm realizing something that is in your mind. So I know in my mind that I had to figure out why I'm gaining weight. And I realized why I gain weight and still realizing different things. One reason why I gain weight is because I have an eating addiction. So there it is. Um, I Good morning, Sydney. How you doing? I love you. And I have an eating addiction, and the reason I have an eating addiction is because I don't know. I love snacks. I love to eat snacks. I love sweets, but I know when I do my fasting, um, I don't particularly. I can get off the snack trip, but I always convince myself that I need a snack again, which is not absolutely true. I was going to stop and do this video, but I need to walk. I'm out here trying to lose this weight, but I came to y'all in the raw. I want to be honest about everything. You know, on my channel, you liable to see anything. Anything goes as long as it is within due respect of my dignity and God. Sometimes it might be out of God, only because I'm so sorry and all that. Sorry. I really got sidetracked. I got sidetracked because I got a cold. And that's for my mental health. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I've been raised in a generation where it is, if we go get therapy or something like that, that means that we crazy. And we go get therapy, then that means that, something is wrong with us. But at the end of the day, something is wrong with us. And what I mean by something is wrong with us, we've been through some things. And sometimes when you go through things, you need somebody to talk to, somebody that doesn't know you, somebody that won't judge you, and somebody that can help give you a better perspective. Not a person sitting outside of your situation trying to tell you how to be better at yours, because that's not how my therapy went. I believe that, as my aunt and pastor say, that we need couch time. I'm now a firm believer in couch time. And if you do not work on your mind and your mental, then nothing is going to change. We all want to be something. It's that feeling deep down in the inside where God is calling you to be better than who you are. And He is calling you. You just feel it, that even when you try to let it go, you still feel like God is calling you to be great. And even when you feel like, I don't want to be great today, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I want to go to work, I don't want to take about care of nobody, I don't want to worry about nobody. Sometimes I don't even take care of myself. I just want to lay in this bed and not do nothing. But even doing that, you still feel like, all right, I can't. God is still calling me to do something. I still got this feeling down on the inside that I'm called to be greater than what I think I am. I don't know about y'all. I've been through some stuff. Um, And I've been through a child dying. I've been through heartaches. I've been through pain. And I've been through bad relationships. But I really believe that, I'm starting to believe that things that we go through in life, it all determines our perspective on the situation. Because now that I'm looking back, I would say back then I would blame my father. Oh, you left me. You left me with my mother. And I'm going to piggyback on both situations, all right? And I would be angry and I would be mad, but at the same time would be happy that my father wasn't there, because he wouldn't have to tell me what to do. But at the same token, I needed my father. And sometimes we asking God, who was our father, to push away something we need. And I needed my father to affirm me. I needed my father to validate me of who I am as a woman. My father used to date me. And when he stopped doing it, I felt like, oh, he left me. But I had to, now in his death, I realized that my father didn't leave me. My father was no longer able and capable to do what it is that he needed to do for himself. So he couldn't take care of me. And my father did the best that he could. And even though he couldn't date me no more, he showed up to every event possible until he couldn't show up no more. The last time I seen my father when I lived in Maryland was when I went to have weight loss surgery. He came down and he stayed the night and he wished me luck, even though he was against it. And I didn't appreciate that moment. And then the last time I officially seen my father, I had went up, God told me to go to Philadelphia, go see my grandfather. I thought it was my grandfather. I just was worried about him. And my father would say stuff that I didn't pay attention to, right? So I went up there. I went to see my grandfather, check on him. My father was there with my grandfather. And I didn't pay attention that he was standing around my grandfather a lot. And my father was a little bit distant. And so my father went in the house. And I walked by, I was sitting there thinking like, all right, where my father going at? And me and my father, we didn't always have a good relationship. I didn't have really a close, good relationship with even one of my parents. But I went upstairs anyway, and I hugged him. He like, all right, come on, Nikita, come on, what are you doing? All right, he said, but I hugged him anyway. And I hugged him because I heard God say to me, you never know when it's going to be your last. So I went home. I wrote a book. I wrote a book 2020. It got published in April 2020. Life before and after salvation. And my father read my book and he said, you got raped and you didn't tell me, and you saying all of this, and I felt like I wasn't there, and all this and all that. And I didn't want to talk about that with my father. I didn't. So I hung up on him. And he called me. And I wanted to ignore the call. And God said, don't ignore that phone call. So he called and I answered. And we started talking again. And I felt good about that. And I'm going to tell you, the last thing I remember my father saying to me is that I can't afford to have another heart attack. And when he said that, I didn't pay no attention to it. I didn't think about it. I didn't let life or let God do what he was going to do in telling me that. And so he called a few days later. He asked to speak to my mother. He said a family member wanted to speak to my mother. That was the last time I ever heard my father's voice, and I didn't know that would be the last time that I ever hear his voice. On Father's Day, Well, the day before Father's Day, my father didn't call me, which is crazy because before any holiday, my father will always call me and would say, um, yeah, you know it's such and such holiday the next day. Make sure you call me. Don't forget me. And I'm like, Dad, you is not supposed to call the day before to tell me what holiday is. Give me a chance to remember. Well, he didn't call me. That night I was working on my clothing line that Life Movement clothing line, and I said I'm going to go to sleep. I'm so tired. I said no, I gotta get through this. I gotta do this. Can't be lazy. Well, I went to sleep at like 6 something, like 5 something in the morning, and I had this dream of the world coming to the end. It was real vivid, and it was about God. Now, if y'all want me to go back into detail with these stories, just comment below and let me know, and we'll get back to it. But I gotta get ready to get on this bus and pick these kids up in about 2 minutes. So I'm just going through it real quick. And the world came to the end, and God had the car stirring in the air. And I was dreaming so vivid. I got woken up to it. My aunt called me. She said, Earl died. Said, yeah, he died in the basement. What was crazy though, the day before I was supposed to go see my father. In my head, I said, you need to go see your father, but I did not go. I don't know why I didn't go. Maybe God will reveal it to me one day. But I cried. And I heard it because I felt like I had unfinished business. But at the same time, I realized that God does everything for a purpose. And I realized in my father's death that he loved me. He just didn't know how to show me that he loved me. And I feel like that in my life has taught me to not judge. That we might want somebody to love us, but they may not know how to love us the way we want to be loved. And sometimes we got to step outside ourselves to look at a situation and learn how to see the situation different. But I love you guys. I gotta get back to work, and I don't want to be late, but I'm gonna get back into this story time and tell you I love you guys. Please like and subscribe. Thank you to welcome to the Life Movement of Jesus Christ. I love you guys. I know I say that a lot, but I really do love you guys, and I appreciate all of my subscribers. Stay tuned for my shorts and everything, and we're gonna do a live food channel. We're gonna be doing everything here. Please leave your suggestions and everything. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Hi, how are you?